students, you are welcome to class this week. Today we are looking at the topic packaging and marketing of food items, which is continuation of the topic that we started last week, preparation, packaging and marketing of food items. What are the objectives that we hope to achieve? Number one, we are to mention the duties of food sellers to the public. Number two, we are to explain packaging principles. Number three, we are to identify food packaging materials. And lastly, we are to highlight food marketing principles. Duties of food sellers to the public. Number one, they are to prepare nutritious food for public consumption, to prevent outbreak of diseases, to reduce deficiencies, nutritional deficiencies. Number two, they are to maintain high level of food hygiene. When they are cooking, the utensils must be clean. The way they handle the food must be very, very okay to prevent malaria, cholera, and all these nutritional deficiencies. Number three, they are to use the best cooking method. We have different methods of cooking. We have boiling, steaming, stewing, roasting, and others. They are to go for the best, putting in mind the needs of their consumers. Also, they are to pack the food properly for their buyers. The way they pack the food is what will attract consumers, their buyers, to patronize them. And lastly, they are to use awesome fresh raw materials. Raw materials, when they use them in preparing the food, they will get good quality. Or if they use raw or spoiled material, of course the food will also be spoiled. It will not taste well. Next one, let's look at what we refer to as packaging. Take for example, look at all these items that I'm holding, like this. We have this is a packed food. This is another packed food. We also have this. These are packed foods. We have so many. Now, what do we refer to as packaging? Packaging is the process of provision or protection or covering for food. The process whereby we protect our food to make it attractive for our consumers. Why do we pack our food? Number one, it helps in handling, so that you'll be able to handle the food like this. I'm able to handle it. Number two, it helps in marketing. It sells the products. The brand, the label, the color attract consumers. Number three, it helps food in good condition and flavor until it gets to the final consumer. The nutrients will be intact, the flavor will be intact, and it protects food from microbial contamination. When we pack our food very well, microorganisms will not penetrate into the food. The next one, principles of packaging. Number one, packed food must protect the food from contamination. Then the next one, it must be able to inform the consumers, like this. If you read the nutritional label, they'll tell you how to prepare the food. The nutritional needs of the food, it will be there. Where to store the food, they will also put it there. Then the next one, package must be tasteless and must not add flavor to the food. Packed food must not add any other flavor to the food. And you must give the product a brand name. We have different brands. Like we have Bonvita, we have Milo, and others. The next one, let's look at marketing principles. What we refer to as marketing principles is the chain of activities that take place between the production of food and its reaching the food. After preparing your food, you can't just keep it at home. You have to sell. The process whereby the food gets to your final consumer. And what are the principles? You must obey the regulation of the government, very, very important. Then the food must be safe during marketing, and it must be suitable for the type of food. Packaging and marketing of food makes the food appealing to the consumer and improve the sales of the food. You will learn more in the attached document in your Google Classroom. Thank you all for listening.